Piano playing is like building a house. When you build a house, you have to have materials, and then you have to have tools to put those materials together. And it's exactly the same with piano playing. You have to have the materials, and of course the materials in piano playing are the tune or the melody, such as or whatever the melody is. And then another material is the chords. That's a chord. And then the third material is rhythm, whether it's whatever it is. So you have those three materials: the melody, the chords, and the rhythm, whatever it is. Okay. Now, once you have the material, and of course you have the material because music comes that way, you have to have tools to put that material together, just like you do on a house. And you have to use the right tool. For example, if I wanted to hammer a nail into a house, I wouldn't get a saw or a screwdriver. I might, but a good carpenter wouldn't. Okay, he'd get the appropriate tool for the job. And it's the same way in piano playing. You have to get the appropriate tool. And I'd just like to take you on a rapid-fire review of some of the tools that you have available. There's about 100 or more. I've cataloged at least 101, but there's more than that, I'm sure. Tools that you can use to apply the tune and the chords and the rhythm to various songs. Okay, so just let me give you a rapid-fire preview of some of those tools that you can use, and you have to learn to use the right one. Now, of course, in our courses we go really slow, and so you'll see all this, but I'm just going to give you a real fast version of it. Okay, one tool is called the crunch. That's where instead of playing a chord all at once, you crunch down from the top. Like on a bigger chord, it would sound like this. Another tool is the blue note, where you slide off a half step, a third, a half step up to the root, or a seventh, or a fifth. Okay, and you can like that. You heard that sort of thing. Okay, that's a blue note. Now you can combine a crunch with a blue note. Okay, let me do this. Another thing you can do is make a 2-1 breakup. Take any 3-note chord and play 2 of the 3 notes. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. On a 4-note chord, you can do a 3-1 breakup. Let's take D minor 7. Take the top 3 notes, the bottom 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, we have is the straddle tool, and that's where you leave out the middle note of a chord. For example, if you have a 3-note chord, leave out the middle note. Okay. Now when you invert the chord down or up, you leave out the middle note of that. So you have that open sound like that. Okay, you've heard that. Here on a 4-note chord, you can do the same thing, straddle like that. Let me do it in context. That's called a straddle. Another technique, another tool is the blues scale, which is made up of the flat third, the flat fifth, and the flat seventh. And you can put that together like this. Those are all blue notes. You can use inside blue notes too. Instead of being on the outside, you can put them in the inside of your chord like this. See that? That's called a blue note, inside blue note. Another thing you can do is do a waterfall. Take any 4-note chord like a C6 chord and bring it down from the top of the keyboard like this. And in your left hand you can outline the leading note like this. Then you can use a tremolo. Another tool is a tremolo. A tremolo is like a rapid alternating of 3 or more notes. I'm doing 4. And then you you can build another tool is a tremolo-fired run, where you take that tremolo and take it right up the keyboard like this. Watch. You see that? You get it going with the tremolo, and you take it up the keyboard by passing your thumb under like that. And of course, that takes a lot of practice to do. In addition to the materials and the tools, you have to put in the labor, okay? And the labor is called rehearsal or practice, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun and it's very, very rewarding. Another kind of tool that you have are half-step slides, and they sound like this. Let's say you're playing along. That's a half-step slide. I'm sliding down a half-step from D flat to C. That's a half-step slide. Slide. Going down by half steps. Okay. Another tool is the Alberti Bass, where you this is a classical tool where you take any three-note chord and you play bottom top, middle top, 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 bottom top, middle top. And lots of classical pieces are made out of that sort of thing. Okay. Another kind of tool is a block chord, and that's where you play the melody in both hands. Like the melody, let's say the melody goes like this. Well, I'll put the chord under the right hand melody, but I'll play the left hand melody a little louder. And there's another kind of block chord where you spread your hands like this. Okay, I'll show you. That's a block chord where you're playing a full chord in your left hand and an octave fifth in the right hand. And there's a tool called an octave fifth run like that. There's so many tools. I mean, I could go on and on. There's an arpeggio tool where instead of playing a chord as a block, you break it up, stretch it out like that's the C chord, but it's stretched out. And I can take it up over what's called a hand over arpeggio. And that can be done on any chord at all. Well, I've probably gone too long already, but I just want to give you a little preview of all the tools, the exciting tools that are available to you as a piano player. And I urge you to learn these tools and to put them into practice, because it makes playing fun. It makes your playing exciting for people to hear. So thanks for being with me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.